Welcome back, YouTube world, to WWE 2K19. Oh, and to my channel. This time I'm going to remember, before I start showing you things, to actually turn off my my webcam there. But anyhow, this is like my third or fourth take, so I hope I don't forget all my thoughts that I had that I wanted to share about the changes. Might do a little gameplay, like one match. I basically just want to get into this right away and show you what it looks like compared to last year's game and whatever. So without further ado, you can't see me. Can you see me? No? Okay. See what I did there? My failed attempt at trying to be funny. So, one of the first things we notice, boom, right away in my career. Right away, let's get into the options. Some of this might have been covered in my other video, so I'm going to make this really quick. You can receive messages. I don't really ever listen to them. And yes, if it has a speaker at the top right of the message.
Hey, it's me. I know
it's voiced. Okay, that's wonderful. My player tree. I think I've already covered this. As you play through the game, this is a My Career Mode exclusive. You can unlock style points, like, you know, as you play the game, and as you can see, you get perks as you put the points in them. Okay, so that's really quick, and I've already gone into the sub-style. You can only pick one out of the two. So because I'm a striker, you get to pick brawler or strong style. There's some similarities between them. This is the tree I did not pick. I chose this one. Okay. You can always pause if I'm going too quickly, just to kind of give you a little gist of it. When you unlock certain points that are tied to a thing that looks like a flaming crown here, you'll get what's called an overcharge point, which brings us to the overcharge tree. And this overcharge tree is interesting. It's tied in with the payback system that's been brought into the game. Basically, my player characters in WWE 2K19 have exclusive level 2 paybacks, it's called. And they're called overcharges. So, I'm just going to read off the script really quick as I back out here. So basically, these start out with base traits and functionality and can be upgraded via the overcharge tree for extra buffs. So if you do like overcharge beast mode, you'll get increased grapple speed and damage. A golden glow highlights your arms when it's activated. Overcharge fury, a supercharged devastating punch. Your fists, it's a typo on their end. Your fists radiate with power when fully charged, and overcharge electrifying. As you hold this taunt uninterrupted, your momentum grows at a much faster rate. Electricity flows through your body. So that's basically what that is. I've already shown this before. This is just super quick, just to show you. Very brief, because I've already covered this in my other video. Moveset, we already know what that does. That's if you want to change your entrance, you change your appearance. There's a podcast every now and again as you progress through. You can click on,
his voice was the soundtrack for the biggest,
you know, it's got like a couple of minute podcast playing. I don't really listen to them. I have it on easy just because I do a lot of talking, and sometimes I can find it difficult to talk and play at the same time. This is interesting because throughout the chapters, I think there's 11 chapters, and I say that because I'm on chapter 10 and there's only one locked chapter. I've either unlocked everything or I've unlocked nothing. But I think that's because in those chapters there was nothing to unlock, so I don't even know why they bothered putting a number there. Anyhow, back with the My Player tree. The overcharge, no, the payback abilities, which are shown. Yeah, I would have to exit. Yeah, the payback abilities are the ones that you can add when you exit out of this menu. It's a feature that allows you to come back when your opponent has the upper hand by turning the tide with special abilities. And during the match, as you take more damage, the payback meter will fill until you unlock a level 1 ability. And if you hold out longer, that's when you get the more powerful level 2 ability. So right away, there's no more free roaming. So throughout the game, you'll just be thrown in a static environment like you see here. And you'll have the choice of a few things. As you can see, the red dot. Okay, I've already spoken to Bailey. I think that's why there's no red dot on her. I don't know. But I can talk to these people. I can also... Yeah, I've already shown you the messages, podcast, and everything. So let's talk to Kurt Angle. Fully voiced.
I know you were cleared by the doctor, but I need to personally make sure you're both physically and mentally fit to compete tonight after what Bray Wyatt did to you last week.
So he's voiced. Everybody's voiced, generally speaking. Even yourself. But when it comes to the hub, my player is not voiced, but he is in all the cutscenes where you see him. There's nothing that could stop me from getting revenge on Bray for what he did. Nothing. Okay. So he doesn't voice the line, so I don't know why they did that. I think that was kind of weird. Let's talk to Finn Balor.
Hey.
And apparently he just says, hey. And it didn't even sound like him. Okay. So I guess not all wrestlers are voiced. Obviously, there's like 26 of them, but they said it was going to be fully voiced. This feels like 2K18. Where are the voices? There are a lot of them, but like I said. Oh, at least he's moving his lips. That's good. Okay, so Finn Balor confirmed, no voice acting. Same thing with John Cena. He sounds like Randy Orton with a deep voice. You could check that out in my other video that I have. Yeah, so it's supposed to be voiced, like I said, but I guess some characters aren't. Let's talk to Bailey.
Hey, you probably don't want to talk about it right now, but I'm sorry about what Bray did to your van. I know it meant a lot to you.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying that. Wait.
Oh, I do get a
hug. Are you gonna
hug.
hug me because that's your thing, or because you're worried about what might happen tonight?
More the second one.
I'll be fine. The only person anyone should be worried about is Bray Wyatt.
See, I like his voice. My player voice, it's good. But like I said, so in a cutscene like that where you actually see him, you'll actually hear the voice. And now that I've already spoken to Bailey with that little cutscene, you can't talk to her again. This would just repeat. And there's no moving around, like I said. This is it. This is the only place you can be. So that's pretty much it. And then when you play the game, let's go to a match. When you play the game, you'll unlock XP and stuff, and oh, cutscene. Well, that's dramatic.
Where is Bray taking him? Somebody needs to stop this.
What I want to know is how the cameraman's fine. Was he in on it? Did he have a gas mask? So I'm really liking the career mode. Oh, this is interesting. Select your answer. Where was the question? I'm going after the King of Kings. I like that. Select your answer. Did someone ask me a question? I got knocked the hell out. Dragged somewhere. Anyhow, I'm just being a smartass. Remember, zombies are supposed to be slow and not too smart. So it doesn't look like there's any commentary here, so I might chit-chat a little bit. In the meantime, no, you have to hit... Oh, okay. Sometimes that still happens, the whole thing with a weapon where if you swing too fast when you pick it up before it has a chance to target your opponent, I find it can miss. That sounded like Triple H is made out of metal. No, he's the other way. Yeah, so the gameplay is a lot more fluid. I guess I could talk about that briefly. Feels a little quicker, snappier. This is kind of an offshoot thing where you're just in the middle of nowhere. So basically a chair hitting him sounds like smacking a dumpster. And if you pick up... Okay, seriously? Wow. Yeah, I guess Triple H is made out of metal. That would be cool if you could play Zombie Triple H. Maybe you can, I don't know. I haven't tried the My Universe mode or anything like that yet, so it'll be hard to say. It would only make sense, I guess, if you could, because he's already created. So the graphics do look nicer. Yeah, this whole match kind of caught me off guard, but player must win by knockout, so I'll just keep smacking him with weapons. Oh, that sounded a little less like metal. There we go. So the chair and the hammer didn't knock him out, but a toothpick did. So, I mean, you can kind of see a little bit. At least I feel like it's more fluid. It's a little quicker. You saw the hub, or at least one example of the hub. How everything's a lot more streamlined, a lot simpler. Because in 2K18 you couldn't proceed until you went to the parking lot attendant every week, and it was like so redundant. And half the time, he wasn't there. It's like someone kidnapped him. It must have been Bray Wyatt that kidnapped the parking lot attendant from last year's game. I guess we're... into another match. Is this a tractor? I'm not a farmer. I guess so. Porch of the cabin. Well, that thing that I'm right in front of, I don't know if that's a cabin or not. Or if that's considered a house. It's probably a cabin. Oh, there we go. I guess that was the cabin. Oh, Sister Abigail in the cabin. Come on, Michael Cole. Where's your commentary? Oh, wild swing and a miss. And another miss. Definitely a little rusty, or the game is harder, because you might not believe this, but I generally play at least my universe mode. I don't know about my career mode, but in universe mode on 2K18 I always played on legendary, the hardest difficulty. On this one I have it on easy, and there's still times where, like, I mean, I win all my matches, but there are times where I find things difficult a bit. The pathfinding for finding weapons isn't the best in a out of ring. Oh, it could be because they're broken. Okay, that's why. So we'll see if we can get him to red health. So this is a little bit of gameplay, like I said. Not quite in the ring gameplay, but this kind of reminds me of the Grand Theft Auto 5 scene with Trevor. So we saw the menu. I touched base a little bit on some of the changes to the menu. Ah, perfect. Excellent. When you're done a chapter, you'll get XP and you can read it. You've gained such and such an XP. Go to my player tree, see if you've gained any more style points to use. Then you've got your virtual currency, which you can use to pinpoint specific moves or anything in the game you want to unlock if you don't want to do it through the loot packs. Because then you get regular tokens, as you can see, like the black one there, the 400 loot pack store, using your tokens, and these are considered ultimate tokens. The red one there, where I got 40, that's how you buy the gold packs. I'm glad that window came up. So I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna make this video, but little brief, even though it was kind of like dragged out, a little bit of a overview, if you will, on the my career. Some of the changes, like I said, no more roaming around. See, again, we're back here. I did not get any style points. You can see 0. So I didn't get any of those. Yeah, I've already gone into all this. And there's nowhere to move. It's just back to Kurt Angle.
How are you feeling today?
Not great. I'm sore, I have a nasty headache. I only remember bits and pieces of what happened.
Probably a side effect of whatever Bray Wyatt used to knock you unconscious.
Could also explain some of the things I saw out there.
A full recovery is what's most important right now. But unfortunately, we don't know yet how long that might take. So I have some bad news. Triple H is making me strip you of the Intercontinental Championship due to the injuries you've suffered.
I'll make it back in time to defend the title. I know I can.
I believe you can too, but Triple H doesn't want to wait around and see. He said his decision was final. I'm sorry. I'll try my best to give you a chance to regain the Intercontinental title when you return. Now try to get some rest, okay?
That's the second time I get screwed out of a title. So rest and recover. I think this is where I'm going to end it because, like I said, there really isn't much to show. There were a few things, you know, about 2K18 that I did like. Remember there was like you could be for the Authority. Remember you could be like a fan favorite or like the Authority, and as you leveled them up there was like perks and stuff like that. You can unlock certain either moves or in-game bonuses if you spoke to Vince McMahon. It seems like all that is gone. It was kind of cool that you could walk around and free roam in the back, but it feels like it was a missed opportunity simply because there really wasn't much you could do, and that stupid parking lot attendant disappeared and ruined my save a couple times. I mean, let's just check out what this rest is, and then I'm probably just going to pause the video here because I mean, I haven't played through the whole my career. I've finished 10 chapters, and like I said, it's been fairly straightforward in the sense of, you know, the progress, right? In terms of, yeah, just how quick to the point it is, the voice acting.
We last saw Buzz after his kidnapping and battle with Bray Wyatt at Wyatt's compound.
I know you don't like to ease into things, so you'll be in action tonight in a tag match versus The Bar.
Yeah, I got your text about it earlier. Who's my partner?
I thought I'd leave that up to you.
Yeah, and there's branching storylines too a little bit, like you can, at times, like you saw earlier with the compound at Bray Wyatt, you get to choose. See, again, you're put in a random spot here. Goldust, Finn Balor, Jason Jordan, or The Miz. I could talk to all of them, but I think I'm going to end the video here just because I really don't want to drag this out any longer than it has to be. It's one of my flaws where I just go on and on forever. If there's anything that I missed, I mean, this is like my third or fourth time redoing this video, you know, leave a comment, you know, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it, and if you give it a thumbs down, I'm coming for you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm too lazy. And if you want to subscribe, you can do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. As I always state, I hate people that are always like, make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, no. You do what you want and what you don't want. Well, no, you don't want to do what you don't want to do. Anyways, that's enough for me. Don't want to crash the YouTube servers. Take care, guys and girls. And I'll see you in the next video.